guys, so it's your boy Don. I'm back with another video today. I haven't made a video in forever. Oh my god, I feel like I have been completely neglecting YouTube, and every time I make a video I feel like I say this. So again, Don is gonna make videos when he feels like he's gonna make videos, so just enjoy. So today we are going to be doing a cute little video. I definitely wanted to touch on toxic relationships. Now, this can be a regular relationship, like a girl and a boy, two guys, whatever. And this can also be like toxic friendships. This can also be toxic relationships with your family. And I've experienced it all. Like I've literally experienced the whole nine, and I just feel like it's a certain point in life where you have to know, how is this person, being toxic? I feel like it's a certain part of your life where you have to come to the realization like, okay, this person may be bringing some type of toxic energy to my life and I don't want to deal with it right now. So, sorry guys, I'm drinking pink lemonade, by the way. So this is my whole thing. Like I noticed for 2020, so let's just go back a little bit. So with 2020, a lot of us, like we dealt with a lot of hardships, like we were sprung into situations that we didn't feel like we should be in at that moment, or we never thought we would be dealing with, coming into this new year. However, we had to move accordingly, or I had to move accordingly. That's for damn sure. So, like some of the stuff I dealt with at the beginning of the year is going through a breakup, having to find a new place, spur of the moment. My car went out on me, having to go through the process of finding a new car, figuring out like if I wanted to get something I wanted or, something that was just reliable for the moment. So like those are like some big things that I had to deal with. And now I'm back in the process of finding a new place. So, and my thing is with that, like we have to realize like what's gonna be toxic for us and what's gonna be pushing us to the next level. Even if it's a job, even if it's a friendship, even if it's a relationship, you have to look at that situation and be like, okay, so am I happy doing this? So let's just go back to being in a relationship. And I know you guys probably are like, oh my God, Don, where's this information coming from? And I just wanted to speak on this because it's definitely something that has been on my mind, on my heart, about how we deal with people and how, who we choose to have in our lives. So, like a few instances with myself. So, like I was in a relationship. I'm just gonna touch on this. I'm not gonna get too into it because again, I am gonna be doing a whole separate video about that. But I was in a relationship and I just felt like we were on two different wavelengths. And I would say I definitely learned from that situation because, it's yin and yang. Like a lot of people say yin and yang is good. However, I agree with that. Opposites do attract. However, sometimes being too opposite can be a huge issue. Like something as simple, like something I dealt with, something as simple as, well, what are we having for dinner tonight? I feel like with me, you definitely have to be a more open-minded person about something like that because we're not gonna always eat at the same places. I'm gonna wanna try new stuff. So if you're dealing with someone that's very closed-minded, they're not open-minded when it comes to restaurants, when it comes to activities and stuff like that, like it can definitely cause a break in that relationship and it starts to become toxic. And why is it becoming toxic? I feel like it's becoming toxic because like you're no longer like getting to know each other at that point. Like you know who each other, like you know who that person is, and it's like, are you gonna deal with how they are, or are you gonna move on to the next? So, or are you guys gonna come together to make a mutual agreement on whatever the situation may be? So with that, it kind of leads into friendships as well. Like if you feel like you have a friend in your life, like think about it, guys. Zone in with me right now. Like, we're here. So, do you have any friends in your life right now that you feel like are, one, bringing you down, two, they always have something negative to say about anything in your life, like just anything, and three, like, are you and this person on the same wavelengths? Like, what is their goals? Like, are they striving towards the same things you're striving from? Are they striving towards the same thing you're striving towards? Like, what's the gist here? So that's something I had to look at with friendships as well, within this year. Like, I had a few friends, and it's just like, what I've been doing lately is, as soon as I start to notice the red flags, as soon as I start to notice, like, wow, like, why are you here? You know, what am I doing with this person? Why are we arguing? Or why do we just have a disagreement and I feel like, you know, it was over nothing? Or why every time I bring up a situation or I bring up something I'm trying to do, you're being negative towards my situation? So that's something that I felt like I had to assess. I feel like that's something that, you know, we all should be looking at. Like, if someone is bringing toxic energy into your life, what are you doing? Like, why are we doing this? Why are we here? Let it go. Let God, please. Like, you guys, like, this is shit we should not have to be dealing with in 2020. Like, everyone is so-called so open-minded. Everyone is so, like, vocal about their wants and things they do and don't want in relationships and friendships. Stand on that shit. Like, I'm one of those people, like, I'm gonna stand on it. And honestly, I had to learn this shit. I had to learn to, this is what I'm gonna deal with. This is what I'm not gonna deal with. And you're either gonna take it and, you know, be here with me, or you're gonna go on about your day and I'm gonna go on about mine. We can still be cordial. We can still follow each other on social media. Like, it's nothing, but it's just like, you can't share that personal space with me anymore because I feel like we're not here. And that's fine. And even when it comes to like a job, if you feel like you're going to work every day and you hate your job, what are you doing? What are you doing? You need to reassess what the fuck you're doing, especially if you know you have other skill sets, especially if you know you have, you know, anything that could put you in a position to make money. Period. I don't care what it is. If you're feeling like you're not getting what you need from that job, you let that job go. Because at the end of the day, that is going to start to affect your daily life. That's going to start to affect things that you have going on a daily basis already, and now you're just putting something in the mix that's going to basically break up what you have going on. And, you know, we just have to think, how do people say it? We have to think smarter, not harder. That's think smarter, not harder. That's the whole model for what I'm trying to get at. We have to think smarter, guys. We have to think about the energy we're allowing around ourselves. Like, I totally get it. Everybody that you put yourself around isn't going to be positive. I totally understand that. However, you do have the option to choose, like, okay, is this something I'm going to deal with today? Or is this something that I feel like I don't want to deal with? And we have the option to choose that in our lives, luckily. Living here in America, we have so much free will to kind of make our own decisions. No one is forcing us to do certain things. Like, you know your lifestyle, you know your upkeep, you know how much money you need to make on a monthly basis to support whatever needs or whatever like habits that you have. So I just feel like, guys, we know what's going on, and I feel like the more we assess what the fuck is going on in our lives, the better we'll be as people, and you will start to attract those type of people. Come on, like, let's go. Like, bitch, you will start to attract those type of people, bitch. I've been seeing it. And it's like, everybody I've been letting into my life as of recent, it's like, I'm giving people the opportunity. Mind you, I'm a Libra. So I'm always giving people the opportunity to get to know me. I'm always, a guy said he want to take me on a date. Let's go on a date. I'm gonna feel you out. But please believe me, after that date, that same night or within that date, I'm gonna know whether I want you in my life or not. Because I'm gonna ask all the right questions. I'm gonna, you know, make you talk to me. If I feel like we're not getting that same type of energy, like, what are we doing? Why are you giving these people a second date when you know from the first date that it wasn't gonna work? Have that conversation, reach out, like, hey, I enjoyed the date, but I just felt like we're not here. We're not on the same wavelength. Just like a friend. Like, I meet up with people from Instagram all the time. Like, people always DMing me like, Don, oh my God, like, I love your lifestyle. You're so this, you're so that, you're so poppin' ass bitch, doo-doo-doo. And let's hang out in person. And I love that. Like, reach out to me. I love that. But when I meet you in person, just know I'm gonna be very honest about my intentions, and I'm also gonna be very honest whether I feel like this could be something. Like, is this gonna be a friendship? Do I feel like, ooh, I might like you more than a friend? Do I feel like, we're not here, so it's not gonna work? Eventually, it's gonna be an argument. Eventually, it's gonna be a disagreement. Eventually, it's gonna feel like, well, I just don't wanna be around this person today. And I would rather be upfront and honest with you from the beginning than holding all of that shit in, and it's just one day it ends up blowing up. So yeah, that's kind of my little rant, a little rant on toxic relationships and situationships and jobs and people and energy and like it's so much. But this video can go on and on. I can also do a part 2 to this video and do like break it down to things that are a little more specific. So if you guys want to hear more about that, definitely drop it down in the comment section, and I'll comment back to you guys, and I can ask you guys a few questions, and I'll probably do like a part 2 to this. But I definitely feel like mental health and all of that is so important, guys. Stay up on your mental health. Stay up on all of this shit. Like, be conscious of what you have going on. Be conscious of who you're around. And live your best life. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's the best way I can look at it. If something is bringing you down or tearing you down, or you feel like I just can't, don't. Like, why are we? If you can't, don't. And yeah, so that's all I have for today, guys. Definitely like this video, subscribe to my channel if you guys aren't subscribed. Give this video a big fat thumbs up, please. I would definitely appreciate it. Also go over to my Instagram channel. Go over to my Instagram page and follow me on Instagram at Don Major. Same here on YouTube. And that's all I have for today, guys. Bye.